This website is created by a man named Baron Ryan. He's a TikTok creator that makes some rather insightful commentaries on society and the human mind through some pretty well edited videos featuring only him talking to himself. I found this website rather successful in its design because it perfectly encapsulates who he is through the presentation of his works, not even from the works themselves. I like this website not entirely because of its physical setup, but more so because of the underlying impressions that he conveys through it. So coming down a little bit further, if this will move, we can see that the website has a few subsections that you can jump into with a button click. The website is pretty small, so it's not entirely necessary. But what I do find interesting is the language that he uses for these different sections. They're all lowercase and not very telling of the actual substance within. He allows an experience of discovery, which is a theme that he echoes a lot in his TikToks. You don't entirely know what you're getting into until you click on it. So here is short story collection. It's a link to the same book for 3 different sellers, so gives his users some options, which is nice. Down here is a link to his blog post titled My Life and Stuff, which is downplaying the importance of everything. He keeps the vibe of his website very out of your face as opposed to in, which I like. But probably the biggest reason why I chose this website in particular is because he knows his audience well. He knows that people coming to his website are going to be on mobile because that's what he mainly posts on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. So the website is entirely designed around being used on a phone. I'm on a computer now, so you can see on the sides here there are these empty bars, and that's because the aspect ratio is set to be used on a phone. And much like being on a phone, his website is all just one continuous scroll, like the digital landscape that he comes from. So you can scroll down to see more and scroll in each of these sections on the computer. You have to click. So that's why it's not so great. But on the phone, it's much better. But Barron doesn't really ask to be taken seriously. He knows people are on his website because they're interested in seeing more of his works, and so he doesn't try to explain who he is or what he does, probably because you already know. So, like this in this short film section down here, he has these very impressive award-winning short films just tucked away down here as if they're not really important. I know if it was me, I'd have these on the top. Oh, here I am with my very impressive works. But for him, it's no big deal, so he keeps them at the bottom. People are not really discovering his websites. They're honestly discovering his website through him. So he removes all that extra fluff that comes with the explanation of explaining who he is and what he does, and it allows for the works to speak for themselves, which I think is pretty cool.